And also, why am I even recording this? Because I figure you guys would think it's interesting, because if you look at the sticker here, it's very hard to see. In fact, let me macro so you guys can better see what all is going on in this. You are looking at very old technology. As you can see, the Windows 98 is pretty much 1998 technology, and that's probably one of the main reasons why it is such a thick laptop. Look at that. That's my finger up to it. It goes up to like whatever this joint is. It's ridiculously thick, and it's really old. And as you guys can see, I had this computer when I was in 6th grade, and I was quite strange in 6th grade, so I just named it Bill. Yes, I was a very strange little boy in 6th grade. Actually, I was on YouTube when I got this laptop. I got this laptop when I was on YouTube. I got this laptop the year I uploaded my Google SketchUp video, which was a very long time ago, but it was a used laptop. My uncle just passed it on to me. So yeah. And I'm just trying to put it back together because I need to get this hard drive backed up. So yeah, those are just some materials I'm using. I guess that you don't really need to know. There's a nice macro shot of the documentation. It's actually a PDF file. So if you didn't know that iPod Touches can read PDFs, they can. It's actually really cool. So yeah, there we are. All this stuff it tells you how to do. Actually, I have to admit, Dell's documentation is horrible. It's probably one of the main reasons why I just thought I broke my laptop, because they explain stuff very unprofessionally, but I guess the diagrams make good references for where things go, like where things plug into and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this little cover on, I guess, and I guess then I'm gonna go for the keyboard, I suppose. No, actually, no, not the keyboard yet. I'll do the keyboard after I get the screen on. So I'll put the screen on, or I'll put this thing actually, which isn't really anything inside of it. I don't think there's any electronics involved in this. It's just a cover. I don't even think this is necessary, honestly. This might actually even just be an accessory that he bought. I don't know what this is, because it looks like it's just a piece of plastic. But I guess it helps with the ventilation somehow. But yeah, it's just a piece of plastic that looks like it has stuff in it. It looks like this little button here is the real, like, sleep button that, you know, just press when you close the screen. However, I guess this one just extends it so that, because it goes on like this and it kind of covers it a little bit. So it kind of goes on like that, and as you can see, it covers it up a little bit. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. Anyway, I'll be back to you guys whenever I get this piece of poop out. I'm probably even going to resort to pliers like the creative one did with his, was it his iMac G3? Yeah, he stripped out a screw in his iMac G3 when he was doing an upgrade video, and he had to resort using pliers. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. I might just have to do that. Hopefully it'll fit, because they're really big and they're locking pliers. And I'm sorry guys, if I ever do need to do a macro shot, chances are things are going to go out of focus. This camera does not have autofocus. Just a little disclaimer. So don't get mad at me in the comments because you can't see anything. I just have to use macro sometimes. So anyway, I'll be back in just a minute. I have not gone anywhere since I pressed the record button this morning. So let's go ahead and continue. Okay guys, let me just show you some real quick. This is the screw I'm trying to get out. It is really, really tight. Here we got some digital zoom going on. It won't be the best resolution, but you guys can see what we're dealing with here. What I'm doing is I'm getting the screwdriver on, and then I am trying to loosen it. I'm grabbing it like, oh crap. Okay, I'm grabbing it like this, and then like I twist, and then it ratchets back, so that way I can just do it like this. But it's not really catching very well, as you guys can see, and I'm really having to, like, seriously, this is how much pressure I'm having to apply. Whoops. That was a little exaggerated, but you get the picture. I have to do a lot of pressure on this thing, because it's being incredibly stubborn. Now the one that was next to it right here went out just fine, but with no problems. And I believe that screw is located right here. This thing right here came out just fine, but yeah. Anyway, I'm just letting you guys know that the screw is really tight, and I'm having a hard time with this. Okay, so I finally just decided to give up on that one screw, and I went to the other side. So this is actually the other side of the one that I was originally trying to get out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this directly onto the computer now, and then I'm just going to secure it. Then I'm going to eventually do the same to the one for the other side of the screen once I get that screw out, and then I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to secure it back on with the screws. I'm not so sure how well this is going to work out though, because that one screw that I'm still struggling to try and get out is pretty bad looking. Let me just see if I can show you. Yeah, it's practically not even a Phillips anymore, or cross, or whatever you like to call it. It's pretty much a circle. Anyway, right there is where this piece goes. So let me just see how this will work out. From what I'm seeing here, it doesn't look like it'll work out that well, because we're missing a pretty large chunk of the case, which suddenly discourages me. If you look over here, we're missing this big chunk of the case. This, I don't know if I'm going to be able to support it if I can't get the hinge back on. I'm trying to find that other piece of the case. We might be able to do something with it. I'm not sure. I highly doubt it. I'm just thinking right now. Well, anyway, I guess what I'm going to have to do is just kind of have the screen not folding. It's just going to be separate, and I'm going to have to figure out a way to prop it up, because this is actually, I don't think this is going to work very well. And if I only secured it to here, this, guys, this is a heavy screen. Okay, okay guys, sorry. This is a heavy screen, very heavy. So if it were only secured by this side here, and guys, just to let you know how heavy this is, my wrist is starting to kill me. But anyway, if it were just being secured by that, this piece of plastic here, I'm sure, would just tear off. So what it's just going to do, it's just going to sit behind it for now, which won't be a big deal, guys, because again, I'm not using this computer very much. All I'm putting it back together for it right now is just to get the stuff backed up. After I'm done doing this, what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to actually disassemble the screen assembly and take out the Dell logo, and I'll probably hang the Dell logo somewhere. Because guys, you have to admit, even though I'm not a big fan of Dell, I just love this logo. Look at this logo. Let me show you. Yeah, that is sexy. That was weird, but it seriously is a nice logo, and I want to save this. If I ever get, what I was gonna do if I ever did get a new laptop, was I was immediately gonna retrieve this Dell logo and hang it somewhere. I don't know where I'm gonna hang it. I really want to keep this. I might even Dremel a hole into it and use it as some sort of a bracelet of something, or not a bracelet, a necklace of some sort. Because guys, I have to admit, even though I'm not a big fan of PCs, even though they just kind of what I use, I really wish I had a Mac, but I love this logo, and I really want to keep it, because now they're using some cheap plastic circle ones. So I'm going to make sure to get to, I don't want to hit it with the screwdriver. I'm going to make sure to save this logo and keep it, because I love it. I think it looks awesome, because it's like aluminum or something. Not even that, it's probably steel of some sort now. I don't know, it's probably aluminum. But then again, I don't know, because this is an old computer. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and get normal focus first.